Most businesses don't have systems because they believe a tool is a system. And so I think a lot of people get caught up in like, I need Dubsado, I need go high level, I need ClickFunnels, when actually you just need to cast your vision, create the plan to make the vision come to life, and then we build the steps for that vision to come to life with our hands. Where are you trying to take people? You're trying to get to $1 million? Great. What are the offers we have to get there? Great. How's the client experience for that? What's the funnel for the process? What's the emails for that? What's the social for that? We build all of the behind the scenes for that.
Energy high, excuses low. Energy high, excuses low. Energy high, excuses low. Energy high, excuses low.
Hey guys, Ashley Kirkwood back with an incredible episode. I'm so excited to talk to my friend Danielle Adams, who's also an amazing client of mine, but I've known Danielle for a while because of the incredible work she does with operations. So listen in, folks who got teams, who feels like they working all the time, overwhelmed mompreneurs. Like, this is your episode. So get you some popcorn, a pen, and some paper, because Danielle about to get us together. Y'all ready? Okay, deep breath in. Deep breath out. All right, Danielle, introduce us to you.
Absolutely. Hey, y'all, I'm Danielle, and I help overworked and overwhelmed entrepreneurs strike the right balance between work, life, and business, all without sacrificing their business growth, bank deposits, or time with those that they love most. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and I love business, and I love, love, love organizing things and streamlining so that people can enjoy the business and the life that they built.
So I've really enjoyed getting to know you over the last year and learning more about your personality because you've been in the mastermind.
Yes, it's been awesome.
Yes. And so okay, first off, everybody talks about you need systems.
Yes.
You need operations and you need team. But no one defines what a system is.
All right, cool.
What does that look like? What is a system? Yeah, tell us.
Words. A system is something that gets you from point A to point Z quickly. It's not a tool. And a lot of times people think, oh, I need an Airtable, I need Zapier, I need that. Those are tools that allow the system to do what a system is created to do. A system is a process to get you from where you're starting to where you're ending.
So a system is basically like the steps.
Exactly. Process mapping.
Process mapping. So if you say I have a sales system, that basically means you know all the steps that it takes to get someone from I don't know who you are to buying.
Exactly.
But let's say you own a bakery, for instance, and you're like, hey, every time a client comes in, it's really hard for us to quickly make their cakes. And I don't know where the money is. It's hard for me to track my sales. Like, what kind of systems would they need in that case?
So you need a system for what ingredients are required, all those type of things, like actual baking. But you also need a system for operation the whole entire business. So when we're working with in-person businesses, we're looking at things as a whole entity. So we're looking at what type of products sell the best, what type of ingredients do they use. We're looking at what type of overall customers are coming in, and then we're building systems to streamline that process. So we're thinking about the experience that the customer has, but also the just the whole experience that they have. So it may not just be like, oh, we're ringing up this person or whatever. We're making everything streamlined.
I love that. Okay, so it's streamlining the operations basically, and then writing down the steps that it takes for everything.
Right.
And I think that involves some thought work. Why do you think most businesses don't have systems?
I think most businesses don't have systems because they believe a tool is a system. And so I think a lot of people get caught up in like, I need Dubsado, I need Airtable, I need go high level, I need ClickFunnels, when actually you just need to cast your vision. And then where we come in is we create the plan to make the vision come to life, and then we build the steps for that vision to come to life with our hands. So it's not exactly like, what tool do I need? It's like, where are you trying to take people? You're trying to get to $1 million? Great. What are the offers we have to get there? Great. How's the client experience for that? What's the funnel for the process? What's the emails for that? What's the social for that? We build all of the behind the scenes for that.
That is so good. So what's the job title of someone who comes in, looks at your whole operations, and then builds your systems?
There's a lot of job titles.
Okay.
I don't believe in job titles.
Okay.
I believe that's why a lot of people get stuck in business. It's because they're looking for a title to come in when you really need to know exactly what's the responsibility of the role. So you can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, a VA, an operations manager, a director of operations, a fractional CEO, a systems expert. I don't care what you call yourself. What am I asking you to do, and what needs to be done, and can you do it?
Okay. And what does your company do?
Executive operations firm. So we do all of that. We have all 4 levels of operations, no matter where you are. So if you're starting off and getting to your first 6 figures, we have it. But if you are an 8 figure company, we have several 8 figure clients. We step in, we do that as well.
I love that. And when you say you step in, what's like your first step? With let's say you're working with a new business owner, what do they need? Do they need someone like you, or do they need a VA? Because everybody wants a VA child. That was the number one post in my school group is, where do I get a VA? I think I told you. I was like, girl, go in there and get some clients. Like, go.
I think that it's really the number one mistake a lot of times.
Ooh,
But we
talk
can
about
talk
it.
about it in a minute. So, how do they decide? How do they delegate to the
Yeah.
VA? So, when they're starting out, you don't know what you need to delegate to a VA. You really need to know what you're trying to do. And I think a lot of times people try to hire a VA to like help them get organized when they need to figure out like what is it that I'm actually trying to build. When you grow in a company and things like that, as far as you get into like a director of operations and things like that, then you just hear the vision. Hey, I'm Ashley Kirkwood. I own Speak Your Way to Cash. I have all these branches and I'm trying to do this. We hear it, we create a plan, we present it to you. It has a 90-day sprint, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year. This is what it looks like. And then we build the infrastructure to make that happen. So we hire the team, we build the systems, anything that's required.
So I need to introduce you to Cassandra.
Yeah.
Because in one of our episodes, you guys, we talked to one of our other clients, and she was saying that she wants to build her client. I mapped out her client success system.
Yeah.
But it needs to be built, and your firm could do that.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm gonna text her your information.
Yeah, it's because my background is education. So my background is really working with digital marketing firms and building out their education platform so that students can have optimal success.
Ooh.
And I took that and I started building businesses because people started coming to me to build businesses.
I love that. Yeah, that's a good. I like that. Okay. Remind me. I'm gonna text her that. That is so good. Okay, this is amazing. So, tell me a little bit about how you came to learn about Speak Your Way to Cash and what made you join. What made you invest in yourself? And have you invested in yourself previously, or was this your first big investment?
Okay, lots of questions. So
I know.
it was. I don't know if I remember them all. So
Okay, so one, how did you come to Speak Your Way to Cash?
Speak Your Way to Cash. I started my business in 2019. Okay. I was a teacher. I was going to work every single day. I felt like the Lord told me, hey, it's time to start a business. I did exactly what he told me to do. In the middle of that, I was like, hey, I really love to speak. I was searching for people who like to speak, and you popped up. I followed you a long time ago before I knew anything about that I know now. And so I just followed you. I remember you hosting events in Chicago, doing that. I was like, man, I would really love to get out there, but I didn't know what I know now. So I found somebody who, at the time you weren't a mom, you just loved the Lord, and you had a husband, and you were a woman doing great things. And I said, I love seeing that, and I don't see that a lot. So that's initially what made me follow you.
Wow. And then how did you come into the mastermind?
Okay, so I have been trying to get to Speak Your Way to Cash since that time because you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
And I just could never do it. 2019, I don't know really what happened. Then we got pregnant around the same time. I remember that with our daughters. And I kept going, kept trying to come. It fell on my sister's birthday. And then last year, 2024, I'm like, Danielle, you keep telling yourself you're going to go meet this woman, go to her stuff. You've done the virtual Speak Your Way to Cash. Why are you not showing up? So I called my sister. I said, hey, girl, this falls on your birthday, but I really feel like it will change my life. And so I really need to be there. She was like, okay, I know that you'll love me from wherever you are. So please go and, get what God has for you. So I left and I came and I met you.
And what was your experience like at the event?
Okay, so the experience, I came in and I was like, I already know we're going to be pitched. I'm just coming to, really learn and grow and meet some people. And I went to Woman Evolve. This is really getting kind of deep, but I'm going to tell y'all this story. I went to Woman Evolve like a couple months before Speak Your Way to Cash.
Me too. Yep.
And I was praying through one of the sessions, and the Lord told me you're going to be speaking moving forward. And so I was like, okay, God, that's great. And I came to Speak Your Way to Cash. This is great. Woohoo. Met some wonderful people, made some connections and all that stuff. And you made your pitch. I said, oh, that was an awesome pitch. Woo, Black Woman Expert Live. I'm a Black woman expert. Yes. And so I'm walking to my hotel room. I have this, I don't know if it's a box. I have something from you guys. And I look down and it says, remember what I asked you to do. And it was to speak. And I read the box and it said, Speak Your Way to Cash. I said, this is it. This is my next step in my journey. So I had no intention on joining the mastermind. I had no intention of working with you. I just wanted to see somebody who was successful what they were doing, multi-million wife, mom, loves her husband, puts, her family first,
Yeah.
and has a great business. And then I got exceeding and abundantly, but what I came for.
Wow. And that's incredible. So what's been your experience like in the mastermind?
Oh, my experience has been.
That was a deep sigh.
Yes, because it's been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's been really good. Ashley's an incredible coach who learns her students intrinsically to get the best outcome from them. But my experience has been, I'm going to get emotional,
Okay.
but it's been incredible, and I'm very thankful.
Oh. Oh, don't make me cry. Where were you at before and where are you at now? Like, what's causing the emotion? Like, are you thinking about your growth or?
Sometimes you forget who you are.
Mm.
And I know who I am. And I've been able to serve deeply with who I am. But being reminded,
Yeah.
not just from your words, but from the people that you've talked to, from the conversations that you've had, because I've had to persevere, if you know my story, I've had to persevere to get to where I am. So to call out, hey girl, this is not, I don't know what you got going. You didn't know what I had going on.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know what you got going on, but this ain't gonna work. This is not gonna work for me. So you need to get it together immediately, okay? And I'm like, but if only you knew how bad it was. You're like, girl, life is gonna happen. You gotta go ahead and run for the prize. Do you wanna win or do you wanna lose? Like, what is going on? I don't understand. Oh, I've had life happen. I had this happen and I did it. And I said, you know what? She's right. Life is going to happen.
Yeah.
Things are going to happen. But if I want the business, I cannot allow the obstacles that come into my path to knock me down every time. So I shook myself off. I got it together. And I said, Danielle, you want to speak? You want to run a business? You want to run a firm? Then let's do it. I don't care what the cost is. You're strong enough to battle what it looks like. And you go ahead and knock it out. So
that's it. We are going to get back to this good episode in just a second, but I have a question for you. Can I help you build a $25,000 offer, like one that you could sell to small businesses or large businesses alike? And can I do it for free? Because that's exactly what I'm doing at the end of this month at the Your First Corporate Offer Summit. For 2 days, I'm going to show you on day 1 how to build your corporate offer, and on day 2 how to sell your corporate offer, and it's going to blow your mind. We have had thousands of students sign up for this summit, and they have always gotten value, but I feel like you're VIP if you're watching this episode. So if you get a VIP ticket, I'm going to hand deliver to you 50 corporate offers and the prices that you can charge for them, so you don't even have to think about whether or not this offer is quote unquote good. Now, we're also going to give you an opportunity to upgrade to a platinum ticket, which would allow you to get one-on-one coaching from me during the summit. Everyone with a platinum ticket gets at least one-on-one question time with me during the summit. So you get to ask your question, come on Zoom, and I'll coach you live right there. Look, whether you get a free ticket, a VIP ticket with the workbook, or you upgrade from VIP to platinum, you are going to have a great time. And if you want to sell higher tiered offers, this is the summit that you have to attend to. So go to speakyourwaytocashsummit.com and get a ticket to the Your First $25,000 Offer Summit. And I'll see you there.
So
I'm so proud of you because, like, literally, I can always see your wheels turning.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say thank you for allowing me to coach you.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, people don't like feedback. I told Cassandra that because she had told me so. I was like, well, girl, I would tell you, but I be waiting because people be real sensitive about feedback. But the truth is, everyone who comes, I always pray. I'm like, Lord, if they ain't ready to go and blow up, just don't even send them. Like, don't nobody work with me because they want to stay small.
Oh, no, we don't want to stay small.
No one wants to stay small.
Yeah.
So it's like when you have moments that make you feel like you're losing that spark, like that's what coaching is here for, to say, no, you're too brilliant for this. Like, you are going to walk on what you feel is walking on you. And you overcame. You really did.
Yeah.
You was like, I felt stuck. But that was what you said on the call. You were like, I felt stuck, but now I'm unstuck.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that is like music to my ears. And we talked about your $1 million agency.
I know.
Multi-million-dollar agency.
Yes, and I was Yeah, I was stuck on that, and I know what I do, and I do it super well, and I serve very few people. But like you were saying, we don't come here to stay small. We don't
No.
come here to serve, the people that we have well and deep. We come here to expand our impact. And I think I was just getting over that hurdle of like,
Yeah.
hey, like now I'm ready to expand. I don't care if you don't have, if you are trying to get your first 6 figures or you have 8 figures. We got something here for you at the Divine Inspirations. Come get it so we can
And I'm gonna
organize
tell
your
you
business.
this: there's no way in the world God has allowed you to work for some of the largest 8-figure brands in our space for you not to run an 8-figure company.
Yeah, you're right.
Because he doesn't tease us like that. So it's like there's no way. Like even when I went to the Beyonce concert, and the Saints was mad. The Saints was mad. It was like, she's this.
I
she's
saw
this.
your life. I
was
don't
like,
usually
baby, I
do
don't
stuff
know.
like this.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know this. I was like, I don't know what this lady worships or whatever. But she do got some questionable lyrics, child. And I've been informed of questionable lyrics. I don't agree with all that. I didn't go for none of that. I went because I'd never seen 40,000 people in a stadium. And I needed the visual image so that when I have 40,000 people in a stadium, I've seen it first.
Right.
So I didn't even go. I was like, oh, this, some strange imagery here, but it's like, I told my friend, she was like, how'd you like it? I was like, oh, that lady is a superstar, community on another level. I was like, strange visuals.
Yeah.
Strange visuals, but I had a great time. It was really dope, but I just needed to see it. And I sometimes think that we give ourselves too little credit for what the Lord has allowed us to see. Like he's allowed you to not just see from the outside in, but allowed you to see from the inside out and help with that transition and that growth. And every client I've ever talked to about you has said that you're amazing and that you should grow and you should expand. So that's why I do appreciate you take the feedback, you run it up, you make the post, that instantly has gotten you some results. What's been your biggest win since stepping out of your own way?
I think the biggest win is just meeting KPIs, 3 to 5 sales calls a week, trying to close at least a client a week and adding them to the company. So growing the team, growing the company, and actually doing what I want to do. Operations consulting, and operations management, and knowing that my clients can still get incredible results because I've trained an incredible team because I am a teacher at heart. And so even if they're not paired with me and I'm just the strategy on their account, my strategy works whether it's my hands or not. And it's been really, really fun to watch, clients have their first, even, my beginner clients, 100,000 months or 100,000 quarter, 6-figure quarters, but before they get to my $1 million clients, because it's a step on the way. So being able to build that has been great.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. Danielle is a beast, okay? she's sounding and she preaches. So I don't know why she be talking all soft to us, but she do be preaching. If you
I
look at her.
talk at church. Don't listen to her.
So, I watched her. I was looking at her Facebook. I was like, is she preaching? I was like, oh no, Danielle preaching. I know she's not about to get me with the, hello. Oh no, she be preaching. But I will say, if you are someone who needs a virtual assistant, operations, really she's an operations director level, C-suite level provider for operations consultant. I'm telling you, she's worked with several. We shared a client back in the day when I was running my law firm. That's how I first met you.
Yeah.
So, and they were doing numbers, okay? So I was just like, wow, this woman is running it, handling it. And they had great things to say about her when she wasn't in the room. Because y'all know sometimes you be like, oh yeah, they great. But then when they're not in the room, you like, ooh, Jesus. But they weren't like that. They really do love what you do. So I just want you to know, you are a beast. You should know that. You're great at what you do. Nothing wrong with you dominating your market, and nothing wrong with you telling people this is what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's been your biggest win since joining the program?
I've had several. I did my first $100,000 contract.
Ooh.
Yes.
Come on. I didn't even know about that.
I know. I had several of them over the years because our retention, our systems is very long. We keep clients for years, but I had never said, this is what I'm going to do. That's my biggest win, probably money-wise.
Yeah.
But, money is just impact. It's I've grown a lot internally.
Yeah.
And I already told you about that. And you said I talk soft, but it's just my voice. But I'll talk bolder. Ashley.
I want to hear the preacher voice.
Oh my gosh, this is the same voice. It's very, very soft.
Okay. I love that. I love the internal wins too. I can see that you're you know what? Because when I told you the first time, you're going to have $1 million agency, it's really going to be a multi-million-dollar agency. $1 million is way too small. But but when I first told you, you weren't you were just you're right. I was like, okay, you're right. like, I love that.
Yeah.
So how can people work with you? There's someone right now watching who is doing everything themselves. They're doing all their posts. They have invoices everywhere. They're delaying on sending out proposals. You know who you are. They like have that one VA that don't barely speak no English and they don't even know how to like work with them. They thought the VA was gonna save their life and they aren't. And like they don't have any leadership outside of themselves. What should be their first step to working with you? How can they book a sales call? What should they do?
Oh, yeah. If you want your business to run like a well-oiled machine in the next 30 days, it does not take long. Those proposals, those invoices, everything you have, it can be automated and systemized instantly. I'm telling you, really 2 weeks and it's done. But if you want to work with me, I want you to follow me on all outlets at the Danielle Adams. You can go to at the Danielle Adams on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, or my website, danielleadams.co. That's danielleadams.co.
I love that. And what's one question you have for me that I can help you solve in your business?
Okay. I have been thinking about this
Yes.
because you do everything, like you just do everything. But one of the things I'm most impressed with, I've already told you, was really your home life and your business. I
yeah.
love that you're a present mama. I love that you sent us a message. You're like, yeah, I read my baby a book. Or maybe it was on your Instagram. I read my baby a book last night, but I also worked until whatever to meet my goals. I love that.
Yeah.
So I want to know, how were you able to build, it's almost like you have an ecosystem, because you kind of have three branches like me. You have the firm that you don't really do anymore, but you have it. You have the consulting, the coaching that you do, and you also speak.
Yeah.
How did you build this, or how would you recommend I build this so that it's super streamlined and well done? Because I have all my businesses, they're all systemized because I'm a systems gal.
Yeah.
But I want things to connect. Like,
Yes. So I love that. So one thing that we've even thought about, because first off, you have team. That's the first part.
Yeah, I have
So I
team.
have a home team.
Yeah.
I have a nanny, a cleaner, and we're probably going to get a house manager.
Okay.
And our nanny is part-time. So we're looking for probably a full-time nanny / house manager that we work with. So you got to have your home team.
Okay,
tight.
we have that.
And then we have a VA that manages our home team too. So the VA helps with scheduling cleaning, scheduling different vendors for the house, because we have the house here and the house in Chicago.
Okay.
So you build your home team, and then we also have a tutor for our daughter.
Okay.
So there were certain things that I wasn't the best at doing with her. So I was working on her sight words and stuff, and I'm like, she's not getting this with me. Like, we need to get someone else. Like, I wanted to make sure she had everything that she needed.
Okay.
So that was the first thing I thought about. And then for my husband, we do date night Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
And we have a relationship coach,
2
which is
days a week?
2 days a week, because
Wow.
one day I may mess up and be thinking about business, so we just schedule 2 a week.
Oh, wow.
Because if I mess up on Thursday date night, then I'm gonna be all in on Friday date night.
Okay,
So like that because when your business starts scaling, it's really hard to turn it off. But if we have 2 days a week where we book the sitters late, then I know that one of those days I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna kill it. But like both of them, I'll mess up on one, but I'm gonna be ready. And so that helps. And then sometimes we're just so tired that one of the days we just go and get massages, but we don't get a chance to talk. So one of those days is really important. We may do an activity together. And the second day, we're really like talking. We even went to Whole Foods and just like walked around for a couple hours just to talk and hang out, because we had the sitter late. And book your sitters 6 months in advance.
6 months.
Yeah, if you can,
Ashley.
if they'll let you do it. Because I have a sitter, I book her. She's my late night sitter. So I book her 6 months in advance. She's been with me for almost 2 years.
Okay.
I'm like, I may have this nanny during the day, but like you are the late night sitter, because she don't care when we come back. So I'm like, yeah, that's what I want. The daytime people be like, okay, so you said 5:30, but the nighttime lady's like, hey, live your life.
Yeah.
Like, we've come back 2 in the morning. She be like,
It's fine.
yeah, it's totally fine. She's really professional. So that's it. First, I got my home team.
Okay.
Secondly, my firm, I had to get a lawyer in the firm who could do the work. But my favorite staffing for the firm was someone who could do the work and do the sales calls. That was my first full-time lawyer. She was epic. I've even tried to hire her back, because we want
I remember her.
we're going to do a launch for IP.
Okay.
And we're going to do it through our law firm, but we want that lawyer to do all the work. So I'll do the launch and the lawyer do all the work. So it's almost like I'm going to JV with I'm going to use my influence from Secret Rate of Cash to fill up Mobile General Counsel and do an annual legal launch, like a legal summit, and we just fill it up with all our legal clients for the year.
Okay.
And then she does all the work, manages the clients, and we just hire back my paralegal.
Can I ask you a question? For them, are they retainer clients? Are they,
So
how do
they
you
would
manage
be
that?
one-off clients. As of right now, they would do like trademarks, one-off.
Okay.
But we have a retainer package, but if I do retainer, I got to get a full-time lawyer back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if I can get my ringer back, like the lawyer I love, then we probably would do retainer and like really scale up the firm.
Okay.
But what we want to do with the firm is, because you can't have an LLC, you don't want to have an LLC for like multiple years. It takes a loss. So with our firm, because basically Speaker Ready Cash is its primary client, And we have a couple other clients, but we spend the most with our law firm. So we don't want it to do that too many years. Like we don't want it to operate at a loss for too many years. We want it to really be at least doing maybe like 300,000-400,000 just on the side, and I'm the only maybe employee over there. So we have like a couple of like tax strategies and stuff. We got to have it make a little bit more money.
Got it.
So we'll do that with the firm, and then for Speak Your Way to Cash, I have consulting and speaking, but my speaking almost always at this point relates to my consulting. So if I go speak anywhere, even if they pay me like just $10K or it's like like my travel rate is $5K. So I can't, if I have to travel out the state, I can't do that. Like my speaking rate is $25K plus $5K travel. If there's a conference that'll let me sponsor, like they'll give me a $25K sponsorship. They have thousands of people there, like a Funnel Hacking Live. Then maybe I could do it for my speaking rate, but only when out of that audience, I can get 10, 20 clients for Speak Your Way to Cash. So from Funnel Hacking Live, we've probably made over $60,000.
Wow. Okay.
Just from all the referrals. I got another paid speaking engagement out of it. Several other people wanted to bring me to speak in their regions. And so it's great. We also probably are going to get a good sponsor out of it because I met the CEO of one of their sponsors who's invited Chris and I to have further conversations.
That's nice.
And we got like 5 podcast interviews, a couple of other media opportunities. So it was just like epic.
Yeah.
So now all my speaking has to relate to Speak Your Way to Cash. Like I'm not doing additional speaking opportunities. And then the way I think of it in scaling is eventually we'll take the Pitch Your Way to Cash Academy and we'll license that to entrepreneurship schools around the country and other people that serve entrepreneurs so that they have a sales program that they can give to their people.
Got it.
Yeah, so everything will relate to Speak Your Way to Cash.
So for me, all of my things just need to relate to operations.
Operations. Yep.
Got it. Okay. That's
Yep.
very helpful. So operations for the firm is just getting clients into that, but mine would be retainer based is what
Yep.
you would recommend.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Retainer based. And if you do anything one-off, it needs to be a VIP day. So it's
Okay.
still like 15K. I come in, I map out all of your systems. And then if you want me to implement, and I will tell you, the best lead gen for high-end clients that's an easy yes is 15K.
Okay.
Because we have a VIP day that's 50K, but then we have a licensing VIP day that we did a promotion on, and we did it for it was like 15,000 or 25,000, and that has allowed us to get retainer clients at 5 to 15K per month, just advising them on what we discussed in the VIP day.
Got you. Okay. That's helpful.
Yeah.
And then when I speak, we already talked about that. Just change all of that about like operations time, making things systemized and all that.
Yep. Like
Woo!
productivity,
I love it.
operations. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, but get that. I mean, that home team,
My
including
whole
like
team
our,
is solid.
Okay,
Like I have a
good.
tutor. I mean, all the stuff you named, I have.
Okay, good.
The only thing that I have that you didn't mention was my laundry lady. I love my laundry lady.
Oh yeah.
She. Oh, I
Come
just
and do
love
laundry
her.
every
Yes,
week.
She
Yep.
does. It's beautiful. If you're
Pick up and
listening,
drop
thank
off.
you.
Mhm.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's fire. And like I will also say, like, you hire coaches for business. I wish I would have hired a relationship coach earlier.
Really.
Oh, for sure. Because she gives you strategy. It's like, hey, do you all tell each other 3 things you appreciate every day? Hey, when's the last time you all you counted how many times you all touched each other in a non-platonic way?
Wow.
Like, and she gives you goals for it. So
Okay.
I really loved having that. I wish I would have hired someone sooner for that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That's super helpful. Well, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank
girl.
you.
Well, this was great. Okay, so give us your handles one more time.
Yes, at the Danielle Adams on everything: Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And then my website is danielleadams.co.
Love it. Okay, y'all. So you love this episode. Hopefully you got some value out of it. I need to see you at Speak Your Way to Cash Lab. Like y'all heard the question Danielle asked, how we were able to answer it. And guess what? Danielle is actually going to be on the operations panel sharing some of her 8-figure systematization secrets. Okay. So you need to be in the building because that panel is going to be stacked with experts like Danielle who are going to help you get organized, systematized, build the team that you want, and know who you should be hiring and what to do with them VAs that y'all don't know what to do with. Okay. Because y'all don't know what to do with them VAs. Okay, we gonna help y'all. We gonna help y'all with the VAs. All right. So it covers sales, marketing, and operations. The theme is the Expert Olympics, and we recently confirmed a 2-time Olympic gold medalist and 2 former NFL players who will be speaking to you about champions, mindset, wealth building principles. And one of our speakers was formerly in the NFL for 8 years, the Detroit Lions, and now runs a speakers bureau for other professional athletes and has done thousands of talks through his company around the world. Y'all ain't gonna, where y'all gonna learn all this? Y'all ain't gonna learn this nowhere else. Spend 3 days with me and we'll do more than you will do 90 days in your own time. And it's the Expert Olympics, so come ready to get coached in person in Atlanta, Georgia. We'll make sure we post the link and I'll see y'all there. Until next time, keep the energy high and the excuses low, because we don't got time for excuses. We got lives to change. I'll see you next time.
See ya. Thank you.
For everything you sell, you need a vehicle. Sales calls. Challenge. Our event is a vehicle. It's one way you can sell an offer. You're marketing not just for sales, you're also marketing for data. In your portal, it shows you how to have a brand guide. What brand guides do is it ensures that no matter who designs your stuff, it looks the same. I help y'all land 5- and 6-figure contracts, but there comes a point in your business where you are the one giving 5- and 6-figure contracts.
You cannot afford not to come to this event.
You are missing out. There is so much energy at a place like this.
Everything has been epic. I've never been to a training where I've been engaged in literally every session.
This mastermind has truly changed my life.
My mindset has shifted.
It has allowed my business to grow tremendously.
6-figure speaking contracts.
Get in the room. This is unlike any conference that I've ever experienced. And I am a conference junkie, information junkie. I've been to all the things, but I have never been to an event like this.
If you make it from a certain spot, go back higher. Go back further, shoot it again. And if you make it from that spot, then you realize, hold on, this may be too low of a rim.
The hardest thing to be in life is yourself. Why? It's because it's the noise. Too many of us are believing what other people are saying about who we should or should not be.
Energy high, excuses low. Energy high, excuses low. Energy high, excuses low. Energy high, excuses low. I need energy, need only good people that's around me. All the faith you can give, that's the recipe.